Sometimes digital tools are unavailable, or we just want our eyes to rest a little bit from the screens we're constantly watching. So, occasionally we all switch to a good old sketchbook and the simple traditional mediums such as pen or pencil. So let's imagine that you have a bunch of sketches made on paper and some of them contain really good ideas that you probably want to polish, finalize in a digital manner and add to your portfolio. Here is my process of transforming a character originally drawn in a sketchbook to a digital illustration made in Procreate. My name is Lilia and welcome to my channel. Let's go into it. Of course, one can use a scanner to create a high-quality digital copy of your sketch, but it takes a little bit more time to make, so I suggest to pick up your phone and make a good shot of your image. Preferably, try to make it during the day, somewhere near the window. Nowadays, most of the phones provide really good high-quality photos, so you may not worry about that, we will repaint everything anyway. Right now, you have a good photo of your sketch, so it is time to open Procreate on your iPad and start drawing. I suggest choosing the canvas of a big size, so you will have a chance to work on details without any ugly pixelization effect. Next we go to Actions, Add, Insert Photo. Here we have to choose our sketch and start working. Let's duplicate the initial layer so we will have an original image to compare with. No matter the initial lighting of your photo, you will need to clean the background. Here we already have a nice image to work with. This illustration I made with the standard Procreate flat brush that can be easily found in painting section of your brush menu. I briefly switched to Tamar brush for some texture effect by the end of my drawing, but more on that later. Next step is going to be choosing a desirable color palette. I created a separate layer for this task and put our line art above it. Then I reduced its opacity to low so it became barely visible. This gentleman is selling used hats, and clearly not the most clean-living and decent person on earth. I wanted to pick something bright and even slightly clownish as a color scheme for this guy. So I took two complementary colors, red and green, and made him look like a mixture of a Christmas tree and a leprechaun. People on the square should be able to see him in a crowd for his business to be profitable. Also, I decided to make his shirt white and use brown as an additional color for details such as boots. When the palette has been chosen, we gained a general idea of how our character is going to look like. Of course, some details can be changed, but the general view will remain the same. Next, we are switching to a render phase. I have to admit it has a mild meditative effect on me. Right here, I overpaint all cross-hatching areas and add volume to the figure. Normally, I spend a little bit more time on drawing the face, as this is the most attention-grabbing part of any character, especially if he has a simple outfit like this one does. I wanted him to have a look of a person who has been through the rough times, maybe has some problems with alcohol and doesn't shave daily. So his face will have that blue tone on the mandibular area. Sometimes I like to add additional details that I didn't have on the original sketch. It better creates a character and gives some points to grab viewer attention. Here I added buttons, rolled up pants, slightly changed the form of a vest for him and made his boots look slightly more rough and used. During painting I realized that I'm not happy with his shirt, as it seems a little bit outdated. I wanted him to be a person from 19th century, and now his shirt looked like something that can be on a pirate in a Renaissance era. So I've changed the volume of his sleeves. In the end, I finally come up with the decision for the hat he is selling, and I made a ribbon green as well as his vest. Here I started to add small details and textures to the vest and pants. I drew small diamond shapes on the vest and added some stripes on his pants. And here we have a final digital illustration based on the original ink sketch. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this tutorial, hug this subscribe button and see you on my next one. Cheers!